What is up, and welcome to the first event for the MVPS here. So just like all the other times, we're going to go kind of split the field down the middle, just the way that this layout is. There's not a whole lot of stuff in the middle, so I'm going to do a snake side and Dorito side video. This one is the snake side, and then we're going to move to the Dorito side in the other video. Try to point out some bounce shot possibilities as well. Just like any other time, this is just something to help you with your kind of first initial thoughts of, what is it that you could or couldn't do, some stuff to maybe try, all of that, right? So we could always get out to the field and be completely off, right? So this is just something to start off with. So let me click in here so we can get moving, and let's start off with the snake side. So I'm going to move over into this back center. And something that I see a lot of is you can see how humongous this gap is here. I think it's going to be kind of difficult to survive off the break. It might be the changeup getting out to the snake corner. But it definitely looks like there's a lot more options Dorito side. So snake side, sorry guys, you're going to have a harder time, it looks like, on this layout. There's an entrance right here into this. There's kind of two snakes on this layout. So getting into here, like if you took in front, you're just completely open. Going around and trying to come up, they have a good shot through here. So I think you can adjust it and try to get to the further section. Let me just go up and I can point that out. So what I'm talking about is if you were shooting this gap and someone took the deeper route, then they're probably going to be okay. So this kind of change up between there is going to be your best friend in regards to the snake side from what it looks like. Also, this brick, I feel like a lot of people are going to be there just because you should be able to get there just fine. Although if they play this wrap snake side, I'm sorry, Dorito side shooting into the snake, they might cause it to at least be a problem. So something that's really cool with the MVPS is they are not scared to put out some kind of different and weird stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how it is that this snake actually starts to break down. I think it looks kind of deceptively safe as you're going out. So let's see here. Yeah, so the back center can shoot over the top into here. So the thing that is going to help you at least is they have to at least take a step out to get to here, but it's still going to be difficult. I think you're going to see players kind of, if I move back, they're going to be kind of floating in this section right here, coming up into this Aztec, and then we'll get into the Dorito side a little bit later. And by the way, the Dorito side is going to be everything from here over. The snake side, just like we've done before, it's going to be split right down the middle for the well, actually, this is kind of the middle is right here. So I'm going to have this all Dorito side and this all snake side. So let's keep moving out. So the other thing, too, is coming up into this brick. The tower does have a shot into here as well as the wedge. So this snake side, there's a lot of shots going into it. So I think it might be not as easy to get out. You might just have to book it. The good thing is that because it's a large brick here, if I go back to the back line, we can see this a little bit easier. As I'm coming out, if I dive into this zone right here, we can double check it. Yeah, once you are here, so if you dive in, you should be relatively okay. So it's at least something to consider. So let's go out further into, yeah, there's that shot I was looking at earlier, that we were looking at earlier, shooting into this gap. So the deeper shot. Let's see. They could kind of float here and shoot in. You could technically run and gun and shoot back. I think it might be, I don't know if it's going to be the wisest thing to try to run and gun out. Yeah, I don't know. This might be more of a, you just have to book it and risk it. Because the thing that's really going to help you with this can, let me go back to kind of more of a normal size here. The thing with this can is you can really control this outer snake. They can't move. Like, you have a lot of dominance on this. So this bunker, I think, might be worth the risk to get out if they get into this outer section here. Now let me look here. Yeah, I mean, even they could wrap and shoot kind of a deeper shot. Sorry, not a deep shot, a blind shot. If we go up, we can see it a little bit better. Yeah, right into that grassy area right there. They could skim it right over the top and really slow that inner snake down. So this looks pretty solid. Let's look and see, is there anyone Dorito way that might be a issue? Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's some blind shots that might be able to come in, but if you're playing this outside, you might be okay. So this could be a solid bunker to get out to really control this snake. And then, of course, if you play the wrap, you're able to shoot into the brick as well. So it's going to make it really difficult for them to be able to fill out from that brick. And then you do have some wrap shots going into the tower, as well as the Aztec. Some good shots here. So this might be pretty good to be able to get there. All right, let's go into the brick. So if we move up to here. So something with this brick that looks good is this shot here. It's a little blind. That's the only thing I don't like, is that they can still move around and still be able to get up into the inner snake 2, maybe even getting further up into this side. You're not really going to be able to stop it from here. What you could do is at least put pressure through here, make it more difficult for them to get to that outer section. It's a possibility. But yeah, if they get in there, you're useless here. They can crawl all the way down and you have no way of stopping them. So let's look Dorito side and see what is it that could maybe be helpful here. So this is where this brick could actually be really, really helpful for the Dorito side, is coming here and then holding this gap. When we go over the Dorito side, we'll see the other options that are going to be there, so make sure that you watch that video. But for my Dorito side players, yeah, you can go all the way up through here, but they can just kind of chill right here, be completely blocked out, and shoot right into this gap. It's a little small, I know, but they have that shot, and they have this humongous gap here for you to get a little bit closer. So this brick is not the best for the snake side, but it might be helpful Dorito side. Let's go down now into the snake 1. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of great shots from snake 1. It also doesn't really look like a whole lot of people can really stop you. I would honestly, it kind of seems like if there's no snake corner, there's no reason to stop. No snake corner, no one matches you, because let's go a little bit further. We'll go bit by bit like usual. So you do have some shots going in to maybe shoot at the Dorito side here, maybe catch someone in this Aztec. Let's go a little bit further. Yeah, man, there is nothing to really shoot down on this. So I would say if there is someone in the snake, you either need to be in that can or you need to be in this snake 2, because then you can at least shoot down the wire and hold them from making that move down the wire. They might have a move inside if they hop over, possibly, but they're running the risk of, getting shot in that move or anything like that. So yeah, I think that this snake, once you're in here, you can get aggressive. It's just getting there. It looks like that's going to be the problem. So let's go to the snake 3. Nothing really inside. Yeah, you have that Dorito there, but there's kind of a shot into the tower. Again, that down the wire shot's pretty good. Let's see who can stop you in this break here. I mean, if they're here, that's a lot of no man's land to get through, it looks like. You might still be able just to keep on going. So that tower looks good to be able to shoot down into this gap, but it doesn't really seem like you have a lot of pressure from the inside to stop you on these moves. So I would expect if there's someone in the snake for them to easily get down from the 1 to the 2, 2 to the 3, maybe even get into the snake 4 kind of unseen. And then this tower is going to be someone that you want to watch out for. Something that you could try, and I'm just looking at the angle here, is try to shoot off this and try to bounce it in. So if I was to shoot here, it might kind of skip that way. Not 100%, but it might be something. If it's possible, then great. Almost opened up a different file. All right, let's move a little bit further. And okay, so what I like with this is if you stay low, as long as they're not shooting over the top from the Dorito, then you should be relatively okay. That being said, if they're shooting over here, they can definitely drop it right into this zone. So it's not going to be a free move by any means, but it looks like you should be able to, if they don't have someone either in the wedge or the Dorito posted this way, if they have someone in the tower, they can definitely catch you. But other than that, I mean, yeah, obviously anyone in the inner snake, we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, this snake looks like it can be pretty aggressive. Now, this wedge going into the Dorito side does have a shot through here. So my guess is you're going to have someone go out to this wedge and shoot this way, or go up to the tower to shoot into the snake, and someone to get into this brick to shoot Dorito side. Kind of what I'm looking at for at least two bodies that I would want to have, just to kind of have like those stop gaps to make sure that there are people stopping any sort of move. Because once they get here, you're relatively safe from that Dorito. This one, of course, you know, can shoot in. And of course, any of the wedges in the middle. The tower isn't a bad spot to be able to kind of keep some or slow some of the bleeding if there is anyone getting into this snake. But yeah, once you're in their snake, then you can just crawl all the way down. I mean, what are they going to do? So yeah, definitely solid there. Let's go into this intersection and see how things look there. So if I'm here, so again, there's that shot from the Aztec straight through here, and it doesn't even seem like you're safe once you're in there. They might still be able to drop it over the top here, and as you're rounding this to go in, you could try to dive out into here and then crawl up. You're just adding extra bits. But yeah, these different routes to get into the snake, you want to try a whole bunch is what I'm looking at. That's what I'm seeing is it's not impossible to make the snake off the break, but once people have those shots dialed in, having those minor little adjustments is going to be really, really important. But let's say you get in. So that middle tower still looks pretty good to slow you down. This Aztec won't be able to shoot you. You could maybe pop up to shoot. Let's look down here. Now, if they aren't in the outer snake, or they're not in the snake corner, this could actually be a really good kind of two-man operation. Have someone get into here and someone get out to the snake corner, so that way you're able to stop any sort of, you know, you can shoot down here, or they can start wrapping to kind of protect you. You're able to stop them from getting further down. So maybe having like a 3-2. It's going to be interesting to see how this breaks down for sure. There's definitely a lot of chaos here, which is good. Like chaos can be very entertaining. Let's move up into this inner snake. Okay, so this is pretty useless, at least to look inside. Let's turn and see here. So this could be something to help with this tower, whether it be that you hop to the inside, if there's no one looking down this channel, maybe, and then be able to wrap on this this tower. But this tower looks like it's the wedge and the tower. If you know where they're at in the snake, is going to be looks pretty useful. And then that Aztec could definitely help with seeing where they went. We'll have to see more in our Dorito video. What is it specifically that these guys can do? But yeah, that looks good. Now, I don't know if you can get low enough. Let's just get... Oh. You might be able to get low enough to get under their paint. Possibly. But it's a super, super risky move, because as you come up, if you show a little bit, then you're definitely gonna get clipped in the pack. But you could even come here, and then it's a quick shot, and you have that tower. So that tower really has to live behind their gun. So definitely some interesting stuff for this snake side. If I had to say, if I move it here, Having someone in this brick to shoot the Dorito side to stop the movement from them coming over could definitely be an option. In the snake corner, for sure. If they get into this structure, if you're not in the snake 2 or in this, you need to be in there. It doesn't really look like there's a whole lot of people that can stop that. There's some cross shots, but I think they can still, especially if you can make it where they can't play the outside, because even if they dive across, they just pick the right time to go from the tower or the wedge not picking up on their moves. If they play the outside, they can still survive. So if you're in a spot like this or like this that you can shoot down this wire, then for sure you're stopping them. You're gonna pinch them out by someone. This middle structure, maybe throw some stuff at it. It seems like this snake is stronger. It does go further down as well. There is that break, so you do have options if you hop the inside and crawled up this way. Kind of just depends on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. But yeah, these shots off the break are gonna be rough. So if I can get this here, look at some of the possible routes. If I can get a good angle here. And get my marker. Okay, so obviously going straight in and then coming up into the brick. Whew. This is one that we were looking at here. Whoops, sorry, I wanted to keep going and diving about here, so that way you're blocking yourself out. But they do have this shot through here, so that's definitely not a guarantee at all. And then also this section here, this guy can still shoot right here. So they can still shoot into there. So that change up of you making a deeper route, I think that's just what you're going to have to do, is just adjust how it is that you're getting there and trying different things. But that's my first impressions for the snake side here. Tell me what you think for the MVPS. I will be commentating again, as far as I know, unless something crazy happens. So I'll see you all there, and yeah, let's get the season started. Make sure that you're also checking out the Dorito side, so that way you can get more of a full picture. But thanks, and as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.